So what would happen if we got rid of art programs around the world? I'm in a store right now, and you can see all of these amazing things that are around me, right? I just turn around and look at all these kind of things. And it's really remarkable if you actually look at that. All of the beautiful designs. And everything that's in this store is purchased not necessarily because of the utilitarian value of what it actually is. There's absolutely some degree of that going on. But a more important thing is the fact that we love the design, we love the colors, we love the look of what things actually look like in this particular store. We don't buy things, we don't consume things, we don't do things because of the fact of its utilitarian value. We do things because of that, and as well, and perhaps even more so, what the actual aesthetic, what it means, what it feels like to be part of that consumption experience. And so even if we decided to get rid of all of the, we get rid of all of the art programs, the design, the things that sort of focus on feeling and emotion and what it means to be human, and all of the sort of not so good and good components of being human. If we got rid of all of those, we would still prefer to actually have them. And so we would look for people that have that skill set. And that skill set is actually really difficult to come by. And maybe what would happen is that the market would shift just a little bit and those people would become more valuable. But probably not. We would probably still be looking for the aesthetic value. So if you look at countries around the world that have tried to do that and just focused on utilitarian value of things, we often see that there is a black market or a market that forms where people are doing things because of the aesthetic, because of the feeling, because of the really fun, exciting things that they see around us. Because we're human beings. We love that emotional experience behind things. So yes, I realize that there's lots of things that we do as human beings that are not necessarily utilitarian. And I realize that many of these programs, you might see them around at different universities and colleges, those folks, those graduates that come from those programs actually don't make a heck of a lot of money because there's an oversupply of those particular individuals doing very similar things. But if you look at the artists and you look at the product design folks that do that, and they're at the top of the game. You look at the very best in the world, the best designers, the best artists, the best, whether it's product design, whatever you're looking at, those folks are paid among the very best in the entire world out of any profession. I certainly would love to be a movie star, which is largely an artistic endeavor. Right? I think that would be pretty cool to be a movie star and make a heck of all this kind of money just by doing one video. I just want you to realize how things actually look, and even if we were to remove things that just don't quite make sense in terms of economic value at the beginning, it's often not the case of what it means to be a human being. And if you start looking around, you start thinking about what being a human being is, what it looks like, it's often very much has nothing to do with utilitarian value. It has everything to do with aesthetic, feelings, squishiness, and all that kind of stuff that is in between what the physical things actually do and the value that they actually create in terms of utility. All right, so just remember that. The things that that you create, the things that you do, often the things that are most valuable are the things that are squishy. And once we figure that out, you end up doing quite well.